This is going to be Thursday, November 1st. This is the second video for today because we're going to try doing a review thing for my regular kids for the quiz coming up tomorrow, where I've come up with different ideas to go along with that. She is trying to help you not lose more points. That's why she's knocking your foot off there, because if I do it, I charge you the points, which takes up to 15 and gives you the detention.
Ah, no.
So now we'll see if we can go through to try and help you out. So I came up with, similar to the quiz tomorrow, I have example questions which are along those same lines. So if you can do these, you should be fine for the quiz tomorrow. So it says, what two nouns are being compared in this simile? Where it says, my mean younger brother is like an angry beaver attacking a dog. So on this one, what will be our first noun?
Brother.
Brother. Second noun?
Beaver.
Nicely done. So that's what I want you to be able to do. I'm going to be able to give you a sentence. You'll be able to figure out what the first noun is and what the second noun is. Am I done yet? This says question 1. We have 11 more to go, so give me a chance to teach.
Oh,
so you're basically giving us the answer?
Something like that, if you can let me get through it. Christy!
Dog, but it's actually log.
Right, so question number 2. So a similar idea where it says, why are the two nouns being compared in this metaphor? The turtle was like a rock when I tried to angrily kick When I tried to angrily kick it after I tripped. I left off one word. My apologies to you. Well, first off, what two things are being compared?
Turtle and
rock. Why are we comparing the turtle to a rock?
They're both hard.
Nicely done. They're both hard.
And they're big.
Why is the turtle hard?
Because of its shell.
Nicely done.
You should have a shell.
But see, that's what I purposely don't do. I have to make you use your imagination. So I don't put shell in there on purpose. So you have to figure out why the connection would be. Or you could argue with me and not help yourself at all. So trying to go through to help you, the idea that you have the turtle, you have the hard shell, and then the rock, you have to be able to figure out what the two things have in common. I'm going to go with Addie. I'm going to move you over here behind Naomi because she can't lose any more points without getting attention, and it's distracting her enough. I'm trying to be nice to her. So we're going to move you over there so that she does not go any further down that path.
Thank you, Mr. Brovicast, because they're over here like...
you're not helping yourself either by yelling at me.
Sorry.
I know. I've got like 10 kids who are all trying to fight themselves to get detention. I'm trying to say.
I want to get detention.
I'm just glad I'm not in the singles.
Keep going. We're almost there. 3.
Gotcha.
For this sentence, what noun is the subject of the sentence? Going back to our Magic Elin stuff, where it says, the hilarious little trash panda picked up a gun and jumped on the tree man's back. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys got what that was a reference to.
No. Raccoon.
Getting there.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, nicely done. See, you made me attack you. Now I get to be all proud of you. Guardians of the Galaxy with Rocket Raccoon and Groot. So I was trying to make a little reference to it. But in this sentence, what is our subject of the sentence going to be?
Panda.
Close.
Wait, ma'am. Ooh, trash.
Nicely done, because it's a compound noun, so it becomes trash panda. Well, panda would have worked, or trash panda. I would take either one. So your subject is going to be whatever thing in the sentence is doing all of the action that's in there. 4. Which of the following is the weakest example of alliteration? So one of these is going to be a horrible example of alliteration.
What is alliteration?
Good question.
The third one.
What is alliteration?
Ooh.
Taunty?
When a lot of words start with the same...
Multiple words in a row, all starting with the same sound. So we had a whole bunch of examples that went throughout the poem Caterpillar and stuff like that. There are multiple examples of alliteration up here. One of them is a really bad example of alliteration that's up there.
Slap. The third one.
Clary? What says, I do jumping jacks to wake up in the morning? Why is that a bad example of alliteration?
Because only 3.
Only takes 2. 2 is fine. But it's a good guess, but that still does not quite work there. Ty?
The last one.
Make me angry and I will slap you until you cry. Why that one? Doesn't help me out then.
Wait, I have a question.
Tyler?
The last one because, just because it says slap, it's not nearly all the words in the sentence that are similar. It's just 3 and they're the same word, so it doesn't...
That's the part I'm looking for. Anytime you just repeat the same word over and over and over again, that makes it a horrible alliteration. So you cannot repeat the same word for it to work with alliteration. You have to have different words. Taunty. Good stuff. 5. Going back to our social media article. from the social media article, which event caused the GUSD schools to decide to start using the geo-listening originally? So way back in there, and this one, if you have the article, you're more than welcome to use it on the quiz tomorrow. But I will have questions that come from that article. One of those is why they originally started doing it in the first place. Reeves.
I got it.
Is correct. Nicely done. Which one did you guys think it was instead?
I said 3.
The students getting bullied in the classrooms?
Yeah.
They actually talked about the bullying happens. Let's back up.
yeah.
Why does that one not work?
Because it's on social media.
Nice when they talk about the bullying on social media. That's not a problem. Okay. All right, I'll grab this real quick. Quick time out at home. Hang on to there.
I know. I'm old. This is what happened.
Not bad. And
Oh.
No.
Chill.
No sharing.
perfect.
Corn chips.
Oh, why are you dancing at the end?
I'm not going to have them in here anymore.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
6. Which of the following is a good example of an opinion from our social media article? So one of those, but 3 of those are facts. One of those was an opinion from the article.
Opinion.
All right, Reeves. Which one are you going with?
Number 4.
1, 2, 3. I know why schools do this, but I don't think it's right that it's happening. Why did you pick that one?
Because if you don't like it, that's just your opinion.
Not bad. Adrian, I forgive you. Is correct. When Susan says something about not thinking it makes the opinion. Nicely done. 7. What would be the rhyme scheme of the first 8 lines of the poem Mayday? So one of the things you're going to have to do tomorrow is I'm going to give you a poem. I'll give you the poem Mayday to help you out. So what would be what's the first line always going to be?
A.
Second line?
B.
And then as we go through.
C. D.
So A, B, so we have C,
D.
and then here?
D.
So
D.
where does not rhyme with anything?
No.
A.
B. Oh, wait.
So you have A, airs, B,
C.
B, so A, B, C, B.
What?
How's it? So where and air rhyme?
D. Oh.
Where, air.
I know, but like, how do you do those two when there's like a sentence in the middle?
Because as you go through the poem, anytime you have a new word that rhymes with anything above it, you give it the same letter. So
Oh, I thought it was just the same one.
no, if it has the same rhyming sound, you give it the same letter. So it gives you A, B, C, B, and then down here comes D,
Oh.
and then this one is E,
F.
F,
E.
nice. So E goes
Oh,
back
got
up
it
to there.
now.
Yay.
So anytime you have that same sound, you just have to go back up to it. In Caterpillar, which is the best evidence that the rook is not a frog? Ooh, you were fast on that one. Yes, Rosabella?
Because it said it was flapping.
Nicely done.
Frogs don't flap.
Because it talks about flapping, and then frogs don't flap, so that becomes your evidence in the poem.
I like fly.
Christy?
Rook is the name of the bird.
Good. Not bad. I can accept that too. But unfortunately, that would not be the best evidence in there. That'd just be the fact that you're a smart person and know it. 9. What 2 nouns are being compared in this simile? The awful pain in my tummy the day after Halloween was like an attack by a herd of one-armed babies on my gut. So I tried to make it a little tougher by giving you a whole bunch of words in there, but there are only 2 nouns being compared in the actual simile.
Your stomach.
Taunty?
Tummy and babies.
So we're comparing my tummy to babies.
No.
Sure.
No.
Apparently people disagree with you.
Wait, how? Yes. They can't be pain.
Austin?
Awful and babies, because they're relating the pain.
Austin, you are so wrong.
No, the pain in the babe.
No. The pain?
Yeah, the pain in babies.
So hang on, we'll do the first one. So raise your hand if you say,
Oh my gosh, no. I ain't agreeing with none of
so what do you guys say the first word is?
Pain. How is it pain?
Raise your hand if you say pain is the first word.
Pain is an adjective.
Raise your hand if you say, pain's not an adjective.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Raise your hand if you say it's something else.
Yeah. Pain.
Then what else would it be?
Tummy.
Oh, so we have pain, is tummy the other one?
Wait, no.
Yeah. I swear
swear it's tummy and baby.
I swear.
All right. So raise your hand on pain.
I think it's attack.
Raise your hand on tummy.
Oh,
But it has to be a noun. Pain is
give me
a
that
noun.
toys.
And we only had like 4
Yeah,
kids vote
tummy's a
total.
thing.
On this one,
Down.
since we looked at it,
It's a
the
thing.
first one being compared in here, there's a lot of words up there, but it's not talked. So the thing that is happening is the pain. Where's the pain happening?
In the tummy.
So the tummy is not the thing being compared. It's the pain is being compared. And what is the pain like?
Babies.
Tyler?
Oh, do you want a piece of gum?
I do not. They can already take another piece. Thank you.
Ow,
So what is the pain being compared to?
Babies.
No, not babies.
Gut.
I heard babies on my gut.
Bro.
You can take longer. It just takes more points.
Heard.
Thanks.
Well,
So the pain is being not connected to babies, although it's sort of close to babies. What are the babies doing?
Hurt.
No, a herd just means a group of them.
Arm.
no. Attacking.
There you go. So we're comparing pain to attack. Are your 2 different nouns in there? I've got a feeling this is going to be the struggle tomorrow when we get to it. We'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Now I know which one to go back and do more examples of.
Yes. Please.
10. What is the best evidence from the poem 1 of the 7 to prove that the speaker does not hate the girl?
I didn't do that.
It was.
So in that poem, 1 of the 7, there was evidence in there that the speaker does not hate the girl. Rosabella?
He said he didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Nicely done. Not wanting to hurt her feelings is your best evidence. 11. Which of the following similes would most likely be one that could have been from the poem Caterpillar? None of these are actually in the poem. Only one of these is a simile that could have been in there. That makes sense and follows all the rules and stuff like that. Malachi?
I forget what happened.
3.
Which one does 3 say? The rain knocked him off the leaf like a sledgehammer. Why do you say that one?
What?
Because, like, to him, rain is like, I don't know how to compare it, but I know it's comparing rain and sledgehammer.
Not bad. Do you guys agree with number 3?
Oh,
Yes.
he's taunting you.
Which one do you say it is? Taunty?
Which one could most likely be in from the first one? Because he wouldn't leave. He kept eating while everybody else was like hiding from the hockey thingies.
Well, let's find out. On here, does the rain knock him off?
No.
Does he fall off the leaf?
Yeah.
In the
I
poem?
forget what happened.
No, he about does. But
Correct. So he never falls off the leaf, so it can't be number 3.
Oh, I thought you said,
Yeah, it could have been in there. It can't be in there because he never falls off.
but you could take a part out and put it in
Yeah,
there.
that's changing the poem. The caterpillar was a crazy little eating machine. Does that one work?
No,
Why?
you make up things at the bottom.
What's that?
It's
No.
not crazy.
No, that is.
Why does that one not work?
It's a
No,
metaphor.
It's not. It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor. Nicely done. Why does this one not work then?
Because
he wasn't scared.
He was never scared.
I was
There.
right.
Nicely done.
I
This is the
that.
first one. So what's going to happen tomorrow when you take the quiz on there? You have different examples. You're going to have to go through and figure out, is it a simile or metaphor? And then does it actually happen in the poem? If it never actually happens in the poem, then it does not work. Austin?
And you just make up random things at the bottom that are always.
Yeah, not on here. That's on letter E. We have no letter E's. But a good try, though.
You've done it better.
And on here, which of the following statements is false? So on here, 4 of these, 3 of them is true, 1 of them is false.
No.
The kid knows. The kid who's turning the other direction, I was charging her the points. But at least she has a pile of stuff on her desk. I was able to charge her
It's
points for that,
because I
too.
was picking it up because somebody knocked them over and just walked away.
Fascinating. I could care less. So up here, 1 of these is false and 3 of them are true.
That's weird. Which one's false? That's messed up. I didn't read that.
Let's go through.
I should have.
It's the third one.
The first line of every rhyme scheme starts with A.
That's true.
All right. The caterpillar ignored danger so he could eat.
True.
All right. The last line of 1 of the 7 is a good simile.
False. It's an opinion.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's an opinion or not. Is it a good simile? Is it a simile? So what's the last line say?
Don't know.
So one of the other issues you're going to have on the quiz is you're going to have to actually go back and look at things and not just try to guess, because I'm going to put those exact same things on there. So let's see. One of the 7 says, what does it say, the last line?
That's false.
And things can gradually slip back to normal.
Makes no sense.
Is that a simile?
Hecking no, brother.
That make it a false one. Line 2 of caterpillar has good alliteration.
That's true.
A creeping colored caterpillar.
Creeping colored.
So it's 3.
Nicely done. Where it says the last line of one of the 7 is a good simile. So what you're going to have to do for the quiz is be able to go through and actually go back, look at all the different questions. What I did is I gave you pretty much the exact same questions that you're going to find on the quiz tomorrow. What I did was change the answers. But you have pretty much the exact same questions. I was trying to teach you how to do the correct thinking through it. If you're able to figure out these, you should be fine for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. This is how experiments work.